Hello again, Aries. This is Lola, your Empress of Love, bringing you the tea on love and romance for your September 2017 readings. I'd like to say thank you to those of you that have liked, subscribed, and booked personal readings. And to those of you that would like to get a personal reading, please go to www.whatstheteatarot.com to book your personal reading. I offer same-day readings, or you may book your reading for another day. Again, if you would like a personal reading, please go to www.whatstheteatarot.com to book your personal readings. Okay, Aries, we are going to get started. Your first card up is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, Aries, for some of you, you are going to be in a position where you are going to be making decisions regarding love, relationships, lovers, your love life, and what have you. Now, something interesting about the Lover's card is that it indicates that there is a deep-seated divide, yet a place of togetherness. The Lover's card indicates that you may have great differences, but for some of you, Aries, those differences are going to be the things that will bring you together. For some of you, Aries, you may be dealing with a situation where you may be separated from your loved one, and those feelings of separation may be causing you to feel alienation or frustration. Although the separation may be in that you're still in the same house with your loved one, but somebody's on the couch, let's say, or you're in the bed together, but you're not touching each other like you generally do. There's some type of separation here that the Lover's card indicates. But I'd like to caution you that the separation seems to be temporary. And as I said, the separation, the Lover's card indicates that there is a great divide in your individualities, but your differences are the thing that's going to bring you together. In other words, one of you appears to be very spiritual. Another person in the relationship may be very earthy or very analytical or humanistic, I want to say. And that you look at things from the human side, more of what we could relate to in a human aspect as being a more realistic type thing, whereas the other partner in this relationship, for some of you Aries, may be more spiritual, may want to say, okay, we're going to pray about it, and not be as active as the more earthy person in terms of getting the issues resolved as it relates to what's going on with you in your relationships. But just know that you do have angelic help. It is there when you need it, for you to call upon, for you to rely upon, for you to get assistance. Ironically, though, the more earthy of the uh, party in the relationship, or the person that's in the relationship, you are the one that may be looking outside of yourself in terms of looking for assistance, maybe not so much as in the traditional spiritual way, but maybe in a new age way, or in an angelic way, or in your higher person, or your higher being, or your higher power that you call upon. And the person in the relationship, for some of you Aries, that come off, I want to say, as being more spiritual, more um, uh, looking outside of yourself for answers, may be looking more toward the earthy person in terms of looking at that person to fix the issues or to correct things, or just looking to that person in the relationship for answers. The person that has the more spiritual aspects of yourself as it relates to the relationship, you seem to be more with your feet planted on the ground. You may have more um, ground to work with. You may be more resourceful. You may have more, um, in other words, the grass may be greener on the other side as it relates to the person that's more spiritual, whereas the person that's more earthy may be actually, um, how can I put this? You may be more relying on other sources or other avenues for your um, assurance and for your well-being, whereas the person that's more spiritual may seem to be more, as I said, the grass is more greener on your side. And this could be relating to finances, or more relating to the person that's perhaps making more money in a relationship, or what have you. Um, the earthy person also may be relying more on outside um, wisdom. Um, as I said, it could be uh, new age, thinking outside of the box, looking for your angelic help, and that type of thing. The more earthy person, as I said, does seem to be relying more on the more angelic side of life to give you guidance, and relying on um, outside sources for wisdom and knowledge and information as to getting answers for whatever situation that you may be going through in your relationship. Um, but the most important thing for some of you Aries, you need to understand is that the sun is shining on you in your relationship. You have a good thing. In other words, don't ruin it, or in the words of RuPaul, don't fuck it up, okay? Because you may have differences in how you relate to things, or how your partner relates to things, but understand that we are all different for a reason. And just know and understand that your differences is what really is going to bring you to the climax, if you will, in a relationship. So when your partner climbs up on their side of the mountain and you climb up on your side of the mountain, the two of you are going to meet in the middle and you're going to be on top together. So it, although I may have said a whole lot, I hope that those of you that this message resonates for, it is clear and you understand what I'm saying, and that you may have a difference in how you think on things or think on things, and your partner may have a difference, but know that the two of you will meet in the middle and you have your own experience, your partner has his or her own experience, and it's for the good of you both. And you should best respect and understand those differences, because it is what going to be the glue that will keep the relationship in the place that it should be in a strong place, on a high note, and in a good place. So this card really is about making decisions, about strengthening the relationship, about even though there's a separation for some of you, there's a separation with still being together type thing. Okay? But know that this situation can be worked out and it can be used for the good of the relationship. You may even use this time to study some things that you may not have gotten into if you and your partner were on good terms. You may have been doing some other stuff. So use this time to, delve into that book or course of study that you may have been putting off, or even to, spend some time meditating and getting into that space in your life. But know that this is a card of choice. The Lover's card is a card of choice. Choices being made, choices and decisions being made, but it's a deep-seated decision-making situation here. And know that the separation is only temporary, okay? So that's what you have as it relates to love and romance with the Lover's card here for September 2017 for some of you Aries. And then I pulled a follow-up card, which you Aries, 2 cards came out. And as you guys know, if you've listened to my other videos, you know that if multiple cards come out, I go ahead and I read those cards as they come out. And if it's more than one, I will read more than one. And in this case, Aries, you drew 2 cards. You have the 4 of Cups and you have the 4 of Pentacles, okay? And the first one is the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups, I want to say for some of you Aries, again, you're making choices, and it looks like you're making choices about your relationship, or in your relationship. Could be multiple people, multiple ways that you're feeling, but there's that angelic hand again that's giving you a handout or giving you some help, some assistance. But you seem, some of you Aries seem to not be paying attention, or you seem like you're not satisfied with what's going on as it relates to love and romance, and you're trying to make decisions and you're just not paying attention to your help. You're not paying attention to the things that are around you. You seem to be comfortable for most of you. I'm going to say that financially, or work or career wise, you may be stable and comfortable actually, but relationship wise, you are not. And I'm going to say that some of you Aries, you've been given the right person in your life, but you're ignoring that person. You're ignoring that that person is the person that has come into your life from a higher uh, calling, if you will. It may not be a person that you have gone out and you have chosen, or you have said, I want to be with this person, I want to be with that person, for what have you. But this person just seemed to be there. They may have just seemed to appear from an unlikely source or in an unlikely way, or your meeting may have been unconventional or in a way that you would not have traditionally met this person. But this person is in your life, and this person seems to be being handed to you on a silver platter, if you will. But you're just not paying attention at all. No, you're not paying attention. You're not even looking in that direction, actually. Um, but you do seem to be quite dissatisfied. But I want to say the feeling that I'm getting for some of you Aries is that if you would take a look, see at what's being given to you, that you didn't have to go after, but was just given to you, may be your answer. Okay? Now, the next card, which is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles tells me that some of you Aries, your whole issue with love and romance is about money. Money and resources and that type of thing. You are thinking about money. You're holding on to money. Your whole principle is about money, and that's all that seems to be on your mind is money. And you're thinking that if you had money, you would be happy. And I want to say that some of you are looking like red-eyed devils, and you have money, or I want to say that you're not without at this time, but you're holding on as if you don't have money. And this is what the source of your problem is as it relates to love and romance. Because you seem to be sitting on pretty firm spot or concrete spot. You seem to be sitting pretty firm. You seem to have a lot behind you in terms of the world around you. Things could be comfortable for a lot of you, but you're holding on to money. And that's where your source of aggravation and frustration is coming from as it relates to love and romance, because your main focus is on money. Okay? And there's a time and place for everything. But if you would begin to focus more on your relationship and the essence of what a relationship is all about, two people coming together, sharing their lives, sharing their happiness, sharing their very essence, you would be much happier. And the thing that you seek in money, you would find that you have in romance. As the saying goes, money can't buy you love. Money can't even buy you love, for some of you Aries, for yourself. So pay attention to that. And just know that you need to loosen up a bit on the money kick in terms of worrying about it and concerning yourself with it. And it's like you can't even get comfortable because that's all you're thinking about. And like I said, it's not like you don't have it. Like in the Five of Cups, where you've lost every. I'm sorry. In the Five of Wands, oh Lord, the Five of Pentacles, where you're in a place of loss. You're not there, but um, you're holding on as if you were there. Knock it off, okay? That's the best thing I can say. Knock it off. And enjoy the love, romance, and the angelic help that you're being given as it relates to love and romance. Because the love that you seek, you have. If you embrace it, the way that you're embracing this money or the thoughts of money, invest that emotion into your, or those thoughts into your relationship, into your romance, into your partner, and you will be way more happy. You will be as happy as you want to be if you do that. Now is the time for you to invest into your romance, into your love, into your partner, and into your growth in your current relationship, or branch out to seek a new relationship. If you're not satisfied in the relationship you're in, don't, just throw in the towel for relationships in general. Open yourself up to the opportunity to experience a good relationship, because you could, with that Lover's card, you have the potential, you have the opportunity to make it happen. The choice is yours. The decision is yours. So just invest in your relationship, Aries. And then you have from the Tarot from the Heart deck. Okay? This is the box. Doo-doo. And it comes with the book. You have the number 7, which is the card that says move. And I'm going to read to you what the book says about move. Okay? The book says your keywords are act, direct, master, discipline, focus, and effort. Now is the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in a direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or to set the tone of the relationship. Take charge, Aries. You should be good at that. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. You must invest in it as well. What did I just tell you, Aries? Invest in your relationship, right? Okay. Be present in and focus on the relationship. Give every relationship the opportunity and time that's needed and that's deserved for it to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and to respect the boundaries of others. While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort from both parties. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both parties putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationship requires of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. And the affirmation here says, take charge of my relationships. That's what this card is calling you to do, Aries, to take charge of your relationships. And this is connected with the traditional tarot card, the Chariot, and the Chariot card talks about movement and what have you. So this card is telling you move, okay? That's what this card is calling you to do. It's calling you to action, to move, to get into gear and put your best foot forward for your relationship. Hold on to the relationship the way you're holding on to your money. I said that before and I'll say it again. That's where your troubles are, in the fact that you're holding on to money too tight, or the thought of money, or physically holding on to money too tight. And it's causing a rift in your relationship. And it's not worth it to you, Aries, because you're unhappy in doing so. Now, the next card that you have comes from the Q&E deck, Quick and Easy Tarot. As I told you before, those of you that would like to start to study the tarot, that is the best deck that I found to start with, because it has the words on the front and it has the upright position and the reverse position on the front of the cards. And you all know that have watched my videos before, this deck was the deck that I hated with a passion, because I was going through something, and every time I would pull one of these cards, oh my goodness, it was the absolute, each card got worse than the other. But the thing that brought me back to these cards, because I wanted to burn them, throw them away, and I'm glad I didn't, but it was so factual, and I lived each and every thing that the cards revealed to me, and that's how I know that they have a tremendous amount of accuracy. Okay, now what you have here is the Sun card, Aries, and it's in reverse, and it says immaturity, laziness, lack of ambition, crises in confidence. You've lost belief in your abilities. This card signals a low point in your life. Any facet of your life could be at risk. Your future is in doubt. There may be possible loss in a job, your home, or even a loved one. And relationships could be in trouble, according to this card. There may be broken engagements. However, this card is cautioning you to deal with the reality of your situation. Now, based on the cards that came up prior to the Sun card in the reverse, it is talking about you investing in your relationship. So, because I'm feeling like for some of you Aries, in your decision making, it may be just a simple thing of boiling down to you doing the thing that is right, the thing that is correct, the thing that is politically correct, proper to do. Getting with one person and settling down instead of having multiple people that you feel that you can have all these choices and so forth and so on. Your real happiness could come from the universe giving you the right person in your life, and you not respecting it and moving into a different direction and trying to have all this other stuff going on that's not working for you. And that's what I'm feeling intuitively. For some of you Aries, it's just boiling down to you really getting to a place where that right person that's in your life being the person that you settle with, and you just allowing it to be enough instead of being irresponsible, immature, and childish about the matter, and not standing up and being in the place that you should be in the adult place of a relationship. You're either not committing like a child, or you are running around playing with everybody like a child, instead of being an adult in your relationship and holding fast to what's been given to you from above. And newsflash, Aries, just in case you don't realize, when something comes to you from above and you don't accept it, nothing else is going to work for you. So if you enjoy being in a place of misery and in a place of not where you should be, then keep doing what you were doing. Keep being lackadaisical about your relationship and not moving in the right direction, not taking action in the right way. Then you'll continue to have more of what you have right now, which is what this card is indicating here. The Sun in the reverse from the Quick and Easy deck. So that will conclude that part of the reading. And for those of you that have listened to prior videos that I have out, you will know that I like to do my tea leaf fortune cards, and they come in that container or that package. And I'm going to move these cards over and start on the September 2017 love and marriage, love and romance, love and love part of the reading. And the first card up you have is the Target card. And the Target card indicates that a goal-oriented person is involved in your life, or you are a goal-oriented person for some of you Aries. And this goal-oriented person sets goals and they aim at the target and they accomplish the goals that they set out to accomplish. You may be even the goal for some person in your life, Aries. You may be the target that a person is trying to land or trying to incorporate into their life. Or you may be trying to reach a goal yourself that would cause you to hit the target, or X marks the spot, as you will, and get the thing that you set out to get. So that could very well be you as being the goal-oriented person. And if it's not you yourself, then it's someone that's in your life, okay? Then the next card that you have is the Quill. And the Quill is indicating to you to get back to basics, okay? The thing that it took for you to get where you are in your life with that thing that concerns you most as it relates to love and romance, that's the thing that you do. If you started off romancing her, then you better get back to it. If you started off cooking and rubbing his back and rubbing his feet and, being little Susie Homemaker, you better get back to it, because that's the thing that's going to bring your relationship back to where it should be. Because the Quill card is indicating that you need to get back to basics. You need to get back to the thing that brought you to where you enjoyed being, the place where you were most happy, or where you were most thrilled with what went on in your relationship. The quill is lying there dormant, in that no one is using it to write with. So this card is saying, pick up the quill and write with it. Do that thing, write that thing, think that thing that you want in your relationship, that you want to manifest, the thing that you want to come out on the surface in your relationship. Go before the blank board, or sit down before a blank piece of paper, pick up the quill and begin to write with it. Write what you want to see happen in your relationship, in your life, in your space, in your area of your life as it relates to love and romance. Call that thing into existence that you want to see manifest. Write it out and watch it manifest. So with the quill, get back to basics, okay? Then you have the owl card. The owl card indicates that there's a wise person that is giving you good advice. And this person, it could be a physical person. It could be your angelic guides. It could be a word of wisdom that you get in passing from a person, or it could be a commercial on TV. It could be in any kind of manner. But this card is urging you to take the good advice from a wise person and use it wisely to your benefit, because that's what's going to help you to get to the place where you want to be as it relates to love and romance. And because this card is coming up, I'm going to say to you that you can't get around this wise person crossing your path, Aries. Because this card has come up in your reading, you cannot get around it. Somehow, some way, some why, some rhyme, some reason, some why, this wise person will manifest in your life on some level. And this card is saying to you, take that advice of that wise person. So don't say, I don't know a wise person, because you don't have to know the person, but that wise person is going to cross your path on some level, in some kind of way. And you, Aries, know, because you're very wise yourselves. So when you get that good advice, you know, because what you like to do generally, if it's good or bad, if you don't like something, you like to run in another direction. Well, this card is advising you to not do that, but to take the good advice that you're going to get from this wise person, because you're going to need it with that sun in reverse. All right? Then you have the dark man. The dark man is indicating, the dark man card here indicates that you're going to have some type of dealings or some type of relationship with a man that's going to have a dark complexion or dark hair. Doesn't matter about the ethnicity, because it could be a person that is of color. It could be a person that is uh, non um, non black or African American or whatever you want to call it, or it could be a Caucasian person. It could be a person of Native American heritage, but it could be any person, or or I want to say any man that has either dark skin or dark hair. Even if it's a Caucasian person, that person could still have dark colored hair or dark skin via tanning, or just have dark skin. Okay, but just keep that in mind, that this person will have some significance in your life, and it will have some type of major impact in your life. All right, uh, keep that in mind. Then you have the older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Okay, um, now I want to say, because the older woman card is closest to the target card, this older woman may have dealings with your goals, or she may be essential in your reaching your goals, or she may have goals that have great dealings with you. Um, but this older woman in some way will affect your goals, or um, your goals, or your things that you set out to do. Um, she may have even set some goals for you. For some of you, Aries, and for some of you, you may be her goal that she has targeted for whatever reason. But just keep that in mind, that this older woman may have some dealings with um, your goals, or your relationship with an older woman may have some dealings with your goals, or your targeted goals, or some things that you may have set out to do. Or she may be the goal-oriented person in your life. So pay attention to that. Okay? Then you have the feather. Now, the feather card indicates someone that you know that is undependable and insincere. Okay? Now, the feather card is a feather that's just, you know, it's just blowing around, and it happened to land on some lilies that are in the process of dying. They're dying lilies, which indicates that this, first of all, the untethered tethered feather indicates changes or changeable, or this person may change up on you. And the dying lilies indicate loss of spiritual insight, or spiritual um, um, well-being. And I'm going to say that because the feather card is next to the quill card, I'm going to say that this person that would be undependable or insincere in your life may wind up being the cause of why you have strayed away from your basics as it relates to love and romance. I'm going to say, for an example, maybe a situation where a person may be being unfaithful to their partner, and the person that they're running around with, they may think that this is the fun person, this is the person that they can let their hair down, or the person that doesn't give them the headache because they don't have to bring home the paycheck to this person. They don't have to cook for this person. They don't have to do laundry for this person. And this person is carefree, so you're thinking. But it is costing you a lot more in your dealings with this person, because you're going to find out that this person is not dependable. And this person is not sincere. Not even on a friendship level. Because this person does not come from above. This person does not come from the place of spirituality. This person actually makes you get away from what you know to be the right thing spiritually, and the thing that you know to be the right thing to do as it relates to getting back to your basics. Okay? Like I said, you're going to encounter this person that is undependable and that is insincere. And it's going to perhaps make you think about getting back to the basics again for some of you Aries, okay? Because you're going to know that the grass is not greener on the other side. That when you get over there, guess what? Newsflash, you have to mow that lawn too. And he needs his drawers washed too, okay? And she needs her bills paid too. So you might as well keep what you have and accept what the universe is giving to you and what your angelic beings are willing to assist you with, rather than going off on your own and doing your own thing and finding yourself in such a unhappy place in dealing with this other situation. Even if you think that this could have brought you some happiness, this other situation, the feather card indicates that you will find that it is not what you think it is, or it is not what you think it was, and that the person that you are thinking that you could depend on, you cannot, and the person that you're thinking was so sincere, they are not. They are undependable and insincere. Okay? Now, then you have the bow. The bow card indicates that you're highly thought of. Okay? Now, you could very well be highly thought of, Aries, by the person that is giving you the wise advice, which is why they're giving you the wise advice, is because they know that you know better. And they know that you are capable of much better. You are capable of having much more. You are capable of being happy. You are capable of loving. You are capable of being in a good place and a good space. So you're going to find out that you're highly thought of by someone, and they're going to give you a bow, so to speak, as even in think about when there's a pie contest and the best pie gets the blue ribbon. That's the type of recognition that you're going to get as it relates to the bow card. That's what the bow card indicates about your being recognized and being highly thought of and being um, uh, given the acknowledgement that is necessary when you are the winner. Okay, so just think about the pie eating contest, or the pie, or the best, not the pie eating contest, but the best pie. How the best pie gets the blue ribbon. That's the type of thing here with you Aries. You are, some of you are going to be given the blue ribbon for having the best you that you are. Okay, then you have the bag. The bag card indicates that there's something important um, in that bag, such as a new job or a raise. And because the bag is sitting on the table, which the table indicates hard work, okay? So the bag that's sitting on the table indicates this bag contains your reward for hard work, whether it is hard work that has been um, put into a new job or for a raise. Um, and because the dark man card is next to it, I'm going to say for some of you Aries, you're going to have the experience of a dark man or a dark um, haired man, meaning a dark complexioned man or a dark haired man, a man with dark hair, will be instrumental in your reward for your hard work. And that's what this bag contains. It contains your reward for your hard work that you have put forth in past times. Okay? Also, for some of you Aries, you may have the experience of, if you have been putting in hard work in your relationship, then you may very well get the reward from that. And that may have to do with a dark complexioned man or a man with dark colored hair. Okay? So just keep that in mind. There is a reward coming for hard work that has been put forth, be it a job or a raise or in your relationship in some type of way. Okay, so pay attention to that. Then you have the fly card, which sums up this overall reading here. And the fly card indicates a period of ill health or depression. Okay, the fly card it's calling you Aries into account for the habits or the way that you may have been living or the things that you may have been doing in your life. So it is calling you to examine how you've been living. If you've been doing things that are not good for your health, it's saying slow down, stop, get some help. If you're depressed about things in your life, get some help. Because the fly here is partaking of stale wine that has been spilled onto the ground. And this card is indicating that if you indulge in things that could harm you health-wise, then you're going to have a problem. And if you are indulging in things that have caused you a problem in the past, or that could cause you a problem, it could be smoking, it could be eating too much salt, it could be eating too much fat, it could be eating too much sweets, or anything that is not good for your health, Aries. It could even be, for some of you, dealing with too many different people that may cause you some ill health. So this card, the fly card, is calling you, Aries, to examine your life and see how it may be affecting your health. That you are not doing things that will cause you ill health. And this card is calling you to do self-examinations and just check out your lifestyle and to improve in areas where you can and need to, so that you can have the happiest, most beneficial love relationship, happy marriage, happy unions, and best love and romance that there is being offered to you. So there you have it, Aries, for September 2017. I'm really covering like the last few weeks. Some of you may have felt it in the earlier parts of the month, but this reading is covering the latter part of the month for the most part. So if you felt that anything that I may have said that may have resonated with you, that you want to get more information on a personal level, I urge you to go to www.whatsthettarot to book your personal reading and to take advantage of the fact that you can get a same-day reading, providing that you book your reading early enough in the day that I can get to you, and you can get more insight as to what's going on with you. Once again, I'd like to thank you, Aries, for tuning into my channel, and to those of you that have liked, subscribed, and booked personal readings, I'd like to send you a great big thank you again, and to say ciao for now.